The NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
Set, 20. Like 5-4. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go. Hey, we got 20. 58. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Let's go one more. 8.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season. Otherwise, they'll use him up way too quickly.
58. 58, right there. That's not new. 58, boy, 58, come on. And we heavy on the edges. 20. Slams. 8.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he's got his target, that's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He cuts it right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Ready? Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, 20. Check 24,
McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
3 butt.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
Quick pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Right there. 54.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready? Ready? Mike, number 53. Great. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey! Check. Ready?
Throwing again on second down. Newton is going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what